Now, before we start, right, we are going to given what we are going to see in this particular subject, right? Who am I? And I'm going to have a intro session. Are we clear? Done. So let me talk about myself. My name is Christopher, right? I'm a qualified CS and an ACCA, right? So I will be taking paper. Which paper is this? Paper 6, part B. Okay, strategic management. Sir, why are you taking strategic management? Right? So I have some relevant experience in this particular subject practically also. Right? So I am one of the owners of ArivuPro. Right? So I take care of the strategy behind the app, ArivuPro app you are seeing, right? All those things. So from starting to what it is, I have been mentoring it. Right? So I have some experience with regards to how to launch a company and how to take it forward. Also competitive analysis, lot of things we have done. Okay, done. So that is small short note about me. I have 5 years of teaching experience. Okay, so that is one thing. Now let me say what I am going to give to you. Okay, sir, I have paid fee. Okay, now what are you going to give? Morning I am going to wake up and come to my class. Okay, so there is some expectation from your side. So these are the things which I am expecting from you. So I'll give you what I can give. The first thing I would be giving is the study book. Right, you would have got the part 1 of the study book right now. Part 2 will be released next Monday or Sunday. Okay, so there'll be 2 parts to it, part 1 and part 2. Okay, part 1 will have first 3 chapters. Part 2 will have 4 and 5th chapter. Okay, now the second thing which I will be giving is revision notes. So this revision notes we will be writing inside the classroom itself. Okay, we will be writing inside the classroom itself, right? What is this revision notes is nothing but last minute you have to study everything now. So if I give you 300 pages to study, you would be like, oh, right, a little bit difficult to digest. But this particular notes would be of 50 pages max, 50 to 60 pages max. Studying this would help you to recall whatever we have learned. Okay, that is the objective. Reason being is, how many days do you have in between the exams to study? 1.5 days, right? 1 day only. After writing the exam, you'll already be tired. And that too, this is the 6th paper, last paper. You'll be exhausted if you are writing all the 6 papers, right? So that is one thing which we will be trying to give it. Next, we will be doing relevant past papers, past questions. Why do I mean by relevant past questions? This is the first time we are doing new syllabus, right? SM has taken some changes. Okay, before there were 8 chapters, 9 chapters were there, right? They have compressed or removed lot of topics and made it 5 chapters, right? And the approach is also a little bit changing. They have gone into application, more of application based questions in your curriculum. Okay, so past is just an indicator, not what is going to be forward, right? So we will take relevant questions and solve inside the classroom. Clear? Not all the past. So normally the thumb rule which I have is last 3 years question paper will be solved, but now last 3 years is this little bit outdated for you, right? So we will start taking relevant questions and solving. That is for this particular attempt. Then MCQ questions. This MCQ question, our institute is saying it is what? Case based questions. Okay. Now normally they issue a booklet. They issue a booklet called MCQ booklet and we have to solve. That booklet has not been issued right now. Okay. Once the booklet comes, we will solve it. Yes, few questions wherever I can scramble, from the past papers will be solved for now, initially. Later on, as we proceed, we will record more things which I am going to give to you. Are we clear? And my approach of studies is very, very simple. Every paper requires different approach. Do you agree? Yes. So our approach for this particular paper is going to be case study based. Okay. And question and answer based. Okay. We will dive into it when we see the particular notes. Your notes, you would have seen it. It is more of what? Question, answer. Question, answer. Right? Normally students will say, sir, this is theory subject, sir. Right? Theory is little bit boring. Correct? But I'll tell you, theory might be boring, but highly scoring. Okay? So be very careful of it. Done, you can score good marks in this. There's one more villain to this particular subject, this paper, FM. Okay? FM mang you study, they ask a different question. Are you understanding? You will study, pakka. Sir, this is interesting, that, this. At last, one insingular will come, reversing will come in the exam hall. Right? So that time it will be little bit difficult for you to, pressurize. Then our theory hero will come. Achiko. Ishan Sharma. Take what you want. 15 runs per over. Give. Right? That is your lifesaver. So, but yes, 200 pages only. If you look into it, first 3 chapters is 52 pages. Right? Maximum with questions, everything, you will go to maximum 150 or 200. Are you understanding? So, if you study this, nothing will come outside the portions. Okay? But practical, it's not theoretical. You have to understand the concept and study and not mugging it up. My approach would be presenting you live case studies. Okay, we'll be seeing various companies starting from Tata to Starbucks. Okay, we'll be seeing different companies and we'll be studying from the company the strategy. Okay, I'll be connecting your theory to the company strategies, how they are applying in real life. Are we clear? This is how my approach would be. Okay, sir, you have told your approach, right? I have told what I am going to give, right? See, I am a very bad man. When I give something, I expect something. Clear? So I have some what? Hukums. Okay. Tiger ka hukum, Christopher ka hukum, whatever you take it. But I have some hukums. Sir, what is the hukum? First hukum, right? Beyond time and attend the class every day. Okay? Beyond time and attend the class every day. Don't miss the class. Okay? Hardly it's going to be 10 days class only. Okay? Portions will complete within 10 days, hopefully. Right? So, attend this 10 days, finish this subject, get that 50 marks. Out of 50, don't get, it's very difficult to get 50, at least 40. Okay? Easily gettable. Okay? Second hukum, what is it? Write notes. Everyone has a notebook, right? So, please have a notebook where you are going to write your short notes and also have some rough pages where something I'll ask you to do something, that is not important from exam point of view, but from a discussion point of view or learning point of view, it's important. Yeah. Third point, what is it? Participate in the class. Okay, if I ask you questions, right, please reply. Don't multiply. Sir, that fellow will answer, sir. The other fellow will answer. Participate. I'll tell you why important to participate is when you participate, right, subconsciously for a teacher will start looking at you. Why are you not answering in a particular concept? Let us say you have not understood the concept. As a teacher, oh, this guy has not understood the concept, means let me explain again. Let us say you never participate inside the class. then what I will do? I might not see you. Yes or no? So you participate, you grab my attention. See, கொலவெறியோட பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தாங்க ஒருத்தன். Right? He's fully taking my attention. Correct? So you also participate, then it is good. Are we clear? Nothing, no things. Done. So these are all the techniques. Then fourth point is, see, when I am explaining a concept, maybe you might have doubt immediately. Sir, you will be having a doubt in the step 4. I will be explaining step 1. If I complete 1, 2, 3, 4, your doubt would be automatically solved. But when we start step 1 itself, we will have, sir, step 4 questions, sir. Correct? That will come now. So what I am saying is, sir, once I complete step 1, step 2, step 3 or step 5, whatever it is, then I will ask any doubts are. Okay. Same thing applicable for online students also. Okay. Online students, yes, you are most welcome to chat it. Right? Type it out and keep it ready. Okay. So it's not going to be a problem at all. But offline students, I will give you a dedicated time to discuss. Are we clear? So that you are also clear, I am also clear on that particular time. It's a time for doubts. Right? Do not hesitate to ask any doubts. Clear? Done. Moving on. Last one. Study. Right? Last hook is the very important hook. Study. After going home, sir, 5 hours I attended your class, so I need 5 hours sleep. Newton's law, right? Energy loss should be energy gained. Correct? Don't do all these things. Night you're going to sleep, right? So have a timetable, study and do some homeworks which we will be giving you. Okay, and tests. These are the humble requests from. Don't take it as a hukums, or a humble request also is fine. Are we clear? Done. Done. Now we will move on to the subject called strategic management. Now the strategic management, what is strategic management? Strategic management. How many marks? First one, 50 marks. Okay. Now, previously, okay, now the institute has not told how these marks are going to come or weightage of the marks. That is still not disclosed. But certain things are disclosed. We will see what is disclosed as of now. We know it is for how many marks? 50 marks. We know 30% is going to be what? MCQ. Case study based MCQ. Okay, not direct questions, hopefully. Right? But case study based MCQ. That means what? Can I say out of this 50 marks, 15 marks is going to be MCQ? Correct? Yes. And the remaining 35 marks is going to be questions. Okay? Questions. Theoretical questions. If the previous exam pattern is going to be a standard, okay, previous question paper is going to be a standard, this is how it was asked. Okay, we do not have the new syllabus ka question paper. We have only previous ka question paper. Is it relevant or not? I'm not sure. Are we clear? So previous question paper, if you take, this 35 marks was asked 6th question, starting from 6th question, because it's part B. Okay, the first 5 questions will belong to FM. Clear? So, 6th question is a compulsory question. It's a compulsory question, and normally it becomes a case study based question. Okay, and it carries 5 marks. Compulsory and case based question. Case study based question. It carries 5 marks. Right? 7th question is there, 8th question is there, 9th question is there. Okay. And 10th question is also there. Okay. Now each question has carries how many marks? 10 marks. Each question carries 10 marks. Sir, 4 questions are there. 4 into 10 is 40, no sir? Correct? So, what the institute says is, write any 3 questions. Are we clear? You can choose any 3 questions of your choice and write it. Out of this also, normally one question is case based question, case study based question. Are we clear? Other things were a little bit straightforward direct questions. This is the exam pattern previously followed. Okay, and if you look into it, can you see this? Can everyone see this? Yes. Now, if you look into it, comprehension and analytics. So, there is a level 1 type of question and level 2 type of question. Okay, level 1 is more of theory, reproduce. Okay, whatever you have learned, reproduce in the exam. Whereas level 2 is more of what? Application based. Okay, so strategic management, if you look into it, 30 to 55% is more of reproduction or reproducing. Okay, knowledge based. Whereas 45 to 70% can be application based. Okay, so exam as the examiner has the liberty, or ICAI has the liberty to ask 45% to 70% practical question or 30 to 55% theoretical question. Are we clear? This is confirmed by ICAI. Previously, marks weightage was there. What is marks weightage was? From these chapters, how many questions are going to come, or what is 50 marks now? If I say from the first chapter, how many marks is going to come? Second chapter, how many marks is going to come? Institute used to say. Right now, that information is not available with us. In the future, maybe in some time, it might come. Okay. Once that is come, we will try to understand where to concentrate little bit more, put in our efforts a little bit more. Clear? Done. So this is what is the particular aspects. Sir, what this analysis and application means, this is for your reference which is given. If they use apply, calculate, demonstrate, perform, or analyze, prioritize, examine, these are the words which they use to ask your questions. Are we clear? So if they ask, they are asking to apply. Summa don't write what you have studied in theory and come. Okay, apply it to the case study based question. Are we clear? Done. Now, how many chapters are there in this particular essay? 5 chapters are there. Okay, there are 5 chapters total. Equal, if you have to take 50 marks, 5 chapter means each chapter should be 10 marks each, but I'm not sure whether that would be the divide or not. Okay, we are not sure about that divide. So 5 chapters. You know the name of the chapters by any chance? So first chapter we know, it is there in front of us. Second chapter, that is why we have come here. Huh? Anyone knows? Huh? Don't read it. Then you chapter 4, if I ask, you will get stuck. Correct? Now, I am asking you. Now you have studied SM, correct? Sorry, SM. Have you studied SM before? Brand new paper. Okay. Now, some challenges are there in this particular paper. One is the last paper. Okay, last papers are always little bit challenging to study. Why? It's the last paper. Already your energy is drained out. Studying the first 5 papers. Right? 6th paper you will be like super excited. Yes, all the 5 papers went well. Okay. Illana, you will be superly gone. Sir, I know the results, sir. Last 5 paper, I don't know how it went. I do not know. So your concentration would be in peak or should be in trough only, right, in the bottom most. So it will be either these two. But one thing is, depending upon your last exam, your mood will be there for the next 2 months. What do I mean? Last exam goes well, no. You will be also results, till the results you will be like, last exam went well, pa. Because that is the last memory which you have of CA exam. Right? Write it properly. The last paper also, SM is the last part you will be writing. Mentally you will start thinking, after this part, I am done with this particular exam. So that those things have to be considered when you are writing this particular exam, right? So your motivation levels are to be seen in this particular paper. Concentrate. These are the things, few tips to start off with. Okay. Now, SM, strategic management. Why should you study this particular paper? Let us ask. First, let us understand. Sir, SM is the strategic. Why should I am a chartered accountant? Why should I study this particular paper? Any questions or any answers you have? Sorry? To give consultancy. Okay. Sir, there is something called consultancy. Someone comes, will say, Ambani will come and say, Sir, CA sir, how to increase my business, sir? So you will do strategy and give. This is the plan. Correct? Okay. Then, so we itself, sir, we are starting our practice, right? Or we will be working for a particular firm. So we need to advise properly, right? If we advise dano, we'll get slip per beating, sir. So that is why we require. Okay. Now tell me, SM, should we apply it in business or can we apply as a student? Can a student also? Tell me, sir, how will you apply as a student or as how to particularly study? So you are saying, so how to particularly study? How do you particularly study is what I am asking. Time management. Okay. Analyze the paper and subject. Very good point. Okay. Our strength and weaknesses. Okay. Sorry. SWOT analysis. Okay. Then what else do we do, sir? Understanding the difficulty of the paper. Okay. Sorry, sir. Methods. Some methods. Okay. Now, if you look into it, do you have a structure in advising or randomly throwing it out? No. Now, when you are advising, right, are you telling in a very proper structure or random? Sir, whatever comes, I'll throw. You take what is right and filter and give me. Correct? Now, SM is a process. When you are studying this particular subject, you will be studying a lot of frameworks. Okay? These frameworks are taught, okay, scientifically, and they are prepared. If you consider these proper frameworks, you will be able to plan properly. Are you understanding it? So the first thing which you will do is first you understand the importance of strategic management. Correct? You understand we have to prepare. We have to make a plan, a strategy. Ita pannao plan pani pannu. Correct? You will make a plan first of all. Now when you are making a plan, what do you do first step? You will analyze the paper. Right? You will analyze what is the past question papers or how much marks this particular paper has. What are they asked in the previous exams? Right? What is the difficulty level of that particular exam? Right? What are the insights? You will go and speak to your seniors. Hey, this paper, how to study? Correct? So what is this? Can I say it as analysis of external environment? Yes or no? Now, second step you will do is what? You will analyze yourself. am I good at practical or am I good at theory? Yes, I do a SWOT analysis like our friend said, right? We'll understand, okay, I am good at what to say, law, but I'm a little bit struggling with costing or FM. So I will prioritize that. I'll study more hours, or you will understand the strength and weakness of what yourself. Yes. Can I say analysis of internal environment? Yes or no? So you analyze what is external, what is internal, what is your competency. You will assess your own competency. Patikka mudiyumma, right? Then you will make a choice. You will make a choice. Okay, what is your choice? Maybe here, right? There's a girl named Priya. Priya will be like, okay, they have given 50 marks is going. Sir has said from external analysis, I know 50 marks is going to be what? Theory or SM, right? 50 marks is going to be from FM, right? I am good at theory. I am going to concentrate more on theory. Yes, and I will also evening I will do sums, right? Morning I will do theory because my brain is fresh in the morning, right? You will make a strategic choice, correct? Yes or not? Tell you. So you will make a strategic choice. Then what you will do? You will implement that strategy. Right? You will see morning if I study theory, evening I study practical subject. Is it working for me? Then I will write mock exams and see whether I am scoring theory good marks or not. Or whether I am scoring practical good marks. I have to assess, no? Correct. So I will implement the strategy and evaluate whether my strategy is going properly or not. Yes or no? So dear friends, so you understand the importance of strategy. There is chapter number 1. Chapter number 2 is called as strategic analysis of external environment. Chapter number 3 is called as strategic analysis of internal environment. Chapter number 4 is called as strategic choices. And chapter number 5 is known as strategic implementation and evaluation. These are the 5 chapters which you will be doing it. Now, SM is nothing but it's a process of activities which are set of activities which are doing, right? It might be setting up the vision till you make some adjustments to the strategies. All these processes we call it as in simple terms strategic management. Are we clear? So when I look it into a structure, you are able to do it properly. Correct? If I give you a format, analyze the external environment, internal environment, then make a choice. Right? If without analyzing, if you make a choice, will you make a right choice? Maybe not. Correct? So SM would give you a good framework to analyze properly and implement a strategy so that you are successful in your career as a student. Now, if a student can be implemented, right? If a student can implement, do you think companies can also implement this? Yes. Now, we will see an example how, right, a company can implement. I have 2 examples. Maybe I'll take a Reliance as an example, right? Yes. Do you think Reliance is in the business of what? So what all? They are not there everywhere. They are there, right? Now, before they were a petrochemical company, right? They were a petrochemical company, refining and giving oil. That is their major business, right? Now, they're into oil, right? Now they are coming to what? If you look into reverse it will come as Geo. That L, no. If you reverse it will become like Geo. That's all. If they have thought it, yeah, good. But this is how it is. Okay. Now they are moving to Geo. Why? Kyun? Edukku? Because someone is doing some strategic management there, right? They have analyzed the external environment. What is the external environment going to be? They have understood world is moving away from petroleum. World is moving from petroleum. They are moving to renewable resources. If I will say, no, I am a big company in petrol, keep on being there, will I succeed as an organization? No. Right? I might not succeed as good as what I wanted to be. Right? That is where this transition is happening. So let us see, let us read through it. What is Reliance Digital Revolution, a case study of management, right? Reliance Industry, founded by Ambani, right, a dominant player in Indian industry and landscape. Initially in textile and later in petrochemical, refining and oil. However, under the leadership of Mukesh Ambani, Reliance recognized the digital wave potential and the need for strategic management to tap into the new frontier. Strategic alliance, that is external environment. The world is moving to a digital age, correct? We are moving to a internet stage, right? Internet was skyrocketing and there was a clear gap in India for high quality and affordable data services. Now, you see it, he's clearly mentioning it. What is it? The internet was not there. Was he saying that internet is not there in India? No. High quality of internet at affordable data. See how they are clearly saying what they wanted to achieve. The goal is there. The intent is there. Correct? They're very clear for what they are going to do. Strategic management for. Right? Moreover, Indian government Digital India initiative signal a push towards a digitally powered country, right? So they did a external analysis, right? What the political party wanted, right? What is the world moving towards? How the economy is going to move towards, right? These are all external environmental analysis, right? Then they did an internal. What is it? Reliance Limited has a vast financial resources, a strong brand presence, a history of executing large-scale projects. However, they are newcomers to telecom and digital sectors. Through introspection, Reliance Limited identified the capabilities to invest heavily and its vast retail network as strength. And they also acknowledge the challenge of entering a sector dominated by established players. Now, when you are entering into a digital era, right? They knew their strengths. What is the strength? A lot of dabu, right? A lot of money they have, right? They have all the required management, right? Money alone is not important. They have the management expertise to run large scale businesses, right? And they have a strong brand name, right? Because of these things are their strengths. They also acknowledge their weaknesses, that they are new to a particular sector. They are not very established. There are competitors which are already there, right? They did an analysis of it, right? And then they made a choice. Right? Sometimes the choice would have been not to launch also. But here in this case, the choice was to launch. So, given the analysis, RIL made a bold decision to launch Jio, a digital ecosystem offering high-speed internet at unprecedentedly low prices. They also envisioned a digital ecosystem with services spanning to entertainment, education, health, and more. Right? Now, IPL is now telecast where? Jio, right? OTT. Now they are still working upon it, right? Now he has just entered. So another 5 years IPL you have to see under Jio Dandanana only, right? So let's see how it goes. But how he has planned, right? Jio was launched when? 2016, 17, something like that, right? But now when he launched Jio itself, he was having clear he has to build an ecosystem, right? Now, strategic implementation and evaluation. Reliance began to laying down an extensive 4G network across India when Jio was launched in 2016. and disrupted the market with free voice calls and incredibly cheap data, quickly gaining millions of subscribers. Simultaneously, Reliance Limited developed a suite of apps and services to enrich the Geo system ecosystem, from Geo Cinemas to Geo Savan for entertainment and Geo Meeting for video conferencing. GeoMart introduction is also another strategic move aiming to digitize local kirana shops and seamlessly online shopping, bridging the gap between retail and digital ventures. Right now, they implemented Geo, right, and they do constant evaluation also. What are the things which we need to do? What are the new services which we can implement to better the ecosystem? Now, understand if the strategy worked, right? Their strategy worked. Imagine strategy backfired. Then you will say, hey, he wasted money, right? He wasted money, right? Lot of things have to be done. So impact was clear, not only to gain a massive strategy base, also forced the other telecom players to adapt, and consolidate. Geo success also paved the way of I would say Reliance partnership with global giants like Facebook and Google. So Reliance continues to evaluate its digital and retail strategies, looking at user engagement, market share, technology trends, and ensuring they remain front friends of Indian internet digital transformation. Though Reliance journey into digital realm witness how strategic foresight, backed with robust implementation, and can reshape industry and play a pivotal role in nation's digital evaluation. Okay, fine. So basically, you understood the importance of, from this case study, what did you understand? The importance of strategy, right? Importance of strategy management, and what are the steps or activities in the strategy management. Are we clear? Yes or no? Right? It's a beautiful strategy. They worked for 10 years. Right? Strategy is for 10 years. They started working in Geo in 2007 to launch in 2016. Right? All these things are beautiful. Like this is what we are going to see our particular subject. Are we clear with the subject now? What we are going to study? What are the chapters? Right? When I said case study based approach, this is what I meant. Everything we will be taking one company, analyzing how this company implemented this particular thing. We will not be sharing only theory. If I explain these are the 4-5 chapters, you will be like, okay, next. Okay, next. 7:30 right? We are going to be studying a lot of case study, a lot of companies, right? This is our approach. Clear? Any doubts in this particular chapter or particular concept? Please ask before I move on. So chapter number 1, we are going to officially enter towards. Okay. Right, the focus of this particular chapter, we are going to talk about SN, right? Importance of strategic management, right? And why a chartered accountant needs to understand, so that he effectively contributes for the business growth. Okay, this is the things. These are the learning outcomes. Now, as I told you, my particular notes which we have given is, rather than giving it in theory, because over the last 5 years of experience, if I give theory to study theory with points, students tend to doze off, right? Or they struggle to concentrate what to study, right? So this particular point of view, right? Question answer, as you know, for a student, it breaks down the particular concept and exactly says what is the question, what is the answer. That's how you have studied till 12th standard, if I'm not wrong. Right? So these things have been useful for students' retention. That is why these formats are used. If you have any suggestions or feedbacks, please let me know about it also. Now, every topic we are going to, sometimes I'm going to say like star topic. Okay, that means ICAI likes it. They're going to examine it more in the exam hall. It is not that if I don't put star, doesn't mean that, these are not important. Okay. Star is more preferred. That's all. Okay. Do not skip the stars no matter what. Understand the concept fully. Clear? Whenever I mark it star, please make sure that is done. Now, moving on. Strategic management. Correct? There are how many words in it? 2 words in it. Correct? First, we'll see what is management. What is management? Yes, you would have studied in 12th the process of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. Correct? And then different syllabus means monitoring will also come. Correct? These are the things which you would have studied. Sir, my friend, another friend told me, sir, management is nothing but go and speak to the management in this college, they told her. Right? That is what? A group of people. Correct? Similarly, management, whatever you said is right. Management can be seen in two lenses. Can be seen in two lenses or two ways. It can be seen as group of people. Group of people who run the business. Who run the business. Or it can be seen as set of processes or set of processes or functions. I'll give you some time to write it. Okay, you need not write now. You can concentrate on this. Okay. So set of processes or function. What do I mean set of processes? Yes, planning, organizing and all those things. Right. Now let us see a case study for that particular aspects of this. Now let us take Tata. Right. You know what is a Tata? Right. Not this Tata. Tata groups. Now management as people. Who do you think who's running Tata? The leadership group, the board of directors, certain names which you can come as Ratan Tata, R.J. Tata or Chandra Shekhar. Right? These are the guys who are the CEOs or chairman of Tata group. With their leadership, a lot of people are there who are running the businesses. You can see that is the management of Tata. Yes or no? You can say it that way. Or management as a function, you can say it as planning, organizing, directing, staffing and controlling. Right? So do you think Tata as a group plans? Set of vision is there for Tata group? Yes. They do organize, they do organization work, right? Set of processes, right? The group organizes business into different sectors, that is management team ensuring specialization. That is Tata, Voltas is a Tata company, right? Voltas is for what? ACs, right? Another Tata company, can you say? TCS, right? Consultancy, IT consultancy. Yes, sir. Someone else. Tata Motor, that is for what? Cars, right? Done. Then they have directing, leadership is there who gives direction, right? Staffing, the HR team takes care of it, and control, review of performance. Like this steps also. Right? These are the steps or processes a company can take to control or run an organization. So, management can be seen two ways. Management refers to a group of people responsible for running a business, or can also be set of functions or processes carried by a management team to achieve an objective. Why they are doing planning, blah blah blah, and for planning, organizing, and all for achieving objective, right? To be a good competitor or to be successful in the business, some objective is there. Are we clear? Right? Now there are certain theoretical aspects also. As you are in intermediate class, right? It is not for spoon feeding class. Are we clear? It is not going to be open your mouth. Are we clear? We respect each other you have to become a professional means some self-learning is also required. Certain important points we will break down and give it in the class. Certain explanation which is there for you to read and learn. Are we clear? The crux, the concepts will be shared to you, right? Interestingly, hopefully, right? But we will not be reading each and every line and dictating the terms. Okay, this means that, that means no. Clear? In our paper, we will be concentrating on concepts more. Certain things, yes, you have to go about it. From an exam point of view, these words which I have underlined are a must. Okay, they are a must. If you don't write these words, going down. Are we clear? Because the examiner will have an answer sheet. The examiner will be having a answer sheet. You will write the exam for how many hours? 3 hours, right? The examiner will be correcting the paper for how many minutes? 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes roughly. Okay. So when he is doing that, he will be seeing what is the right answer only. He will not go and study Ratan Tata, okay, starting. No. He will be seeing what is given in his answer key. So you have to tick whatever or underline the keywords. If you underline the keywords, more likely to score good marks. And it's about impressing the examiner. Presentation skill is a very important skill in SM or in CA Inter. There are two aspects to an exam. One, knowledge. Second is presentation. Are you understanding? If you have everything inside you and nothing you can produce to an outsider, then also it will not work. Clear? So you should be able to present it. We will work upon once certain theoretical topics are done or certain subjects. We will be concentrating how to write in an exam content. Are we clear? Understanding, if I were to write this particular paper in the exam, if this question is asked, I will not be able to replicate what is given. As a teacher, I am saying. Right? As a teacher, I cannot write, but I will be able to write that group of people and set of processes for sure. Right? If that is understand, that is more than enough. Correct, don't you think? So, a lot of students tend to miss out that itself. That is where they do not score the required marks. Are we clear? Right? So, we will shortly see more and more things. When we write the paper, we will see how to write the paper, where to underline, what are the points to underline, how to write that particular exam. Okay, so that your writing skills improve. The moment your writing skills improve, right, you need to work on the knowledge only. Right? That is one simple aspects. Done. Moving on. The second word is called as what? Strategy. What does a strategy mean? Plan. Right? Plan for what? To achieve a goal or an objective. Right? A strategy is nothing but a comprehensive, right? A comprehensive plan to achieve a goal. We call it as a strategy. The strategy here, a strategy also considers unpredictable or often challenging external forces. Correct now? Strategy can be also be considering what? Some unpredictable things. What if this happens? You will have a strategy for it, right? Dhoni will be having a strategy. What if that guy comes and bowls? Does Dhoni have a control over it? Right? Similarly, a strategy means what? A company which has adopted a plan to achieve a goal considering two aspects, that is unpredictability and external forces. Okay, these two added points to a plan, we call it as a strategy. Do you think a strategy plays an important role in a company? What role does a strategy play? A strategy will tell what you want to do, right? What you want to do, and what do you want to do and how to do it. Also, it will likely to narrate so that the business has a clear idea what to do. Are we clear? There are two guys, Ansoff and William, define business strategies in two different ways. We will see an example to understand it much more better, right? Now we'll take an example called Apple. Apple is known for all strategies, correct? Everyone knows what is Apple, no? Apple company, not the fruit. Done. Let us see the Apple business strategy case study. Apple Inc., a global technology leader, has consistently demonstrated power of integrating effective business strategies to maintain the position at the front of the tech industry. This case study delves into Apple's strategic approach and drawing established strategic principles. Right? The background of the company. If you do not know, everyone knows Apple, so I'll skip this particular part of it. Okay. So comprehensive business strategy. What is Apple's business strategy? Anyone? Any idea? What is Apple's business strategy? Anyone? Any idea? No? Sorry? Yeah, tell me.
So they are not selling Pro Max model for older versions, and they are selling only iPhone 13, iPhone 14 because it affects the sales of 14 Pro Max, 13 Pro Max.
Okay, fine. But what? That is a part of action, can I say? But what is the strategy? Sorry? Privacy. Okay. Status symbol. Innovative features. Okay. Okay, let us see how Apple says what is strategy for its strategy. The Apple's core strategy revolves around innovation, right? Integration and user-centric design. Are you seeing their strategy? Whatever you have said, and their way of thinking is a little bit different, maybe. They are concentrating on what? Innovation. They want to be a little bit innovative. When they launched iPhone, was it innovative? Or they wanted to think, I wanted to launch a phone which is costly, or they wanted to launch a phone which is innovative. What do you think? Innovative. Thereby, I can charge a differential price. Yes, in turn, it becomes a status symbol. Their strategy is not to be a status symbol. Are you understanding? The strategy is what? To be innovative. Integration. That is why Apple has its own OS and its own hardware. They want things to work very seamlessly. Right? If I take my phone and then switch to my Mac, it should work properly. All this data should come here. Right? That is there. Guiding force. And last one, user-centric design. When you see Apple design, you will feel like, that's nice. Correct, na? Right from opening a box. If you open Apple box, no? Just open like this, smooth feeling you will get. Any other box, you'll be like, you can't take an Apple phone just like that also. Or it will come smoothly like butter. Or go and just close it, you'll go inside also. If design is everywhere. So, now with these three parameters, innovation, integration, user-centric, Apple clearly knows that they need to build towards these things. There's a direction, sense of direction, where it wants to go, what it's doing. Don't you agree? Yes. So, their products, whether it's iPhone or Mac, are also known as high-quality products, seamless software integration, and premier user experience. No virus, no hanging. You don't see that. The role of strategic plan. Apple's strategic vision has always been clear. Redefine user experience, lead in the industry. The introduction of iPhone 2007 was not just about launching a phone, but reshaping communication, entertainment, and work. The vision of iPhone was not to launch a phone, but what? To reshape the change of communication, entertainment, and work. Before Microsoft was there, do you know having phone? BlackBerry was there. Everyone laughed at Apple. You know why? That time phone was for business people. They were thinking, right? Phone without typing keyboard, how will you type mail? How will you send a message? No one had the vision. Sir, what? It's very simple to understand that. No, sir. No. Travel back 10 years, 100 years and say, sir, I am going to talk from Dubai to India over a device. Prand, mental, they will tell you. Correct? 100 years back. Nuts. But now it's a reality. Now you can think about it. It's so common. But that is what the vision is all about. They were rethinking of reshaping the communication, the entertainment and the work industries. Not just to launch a phone. Right? So there are two gurus who has a business strategy. Ansoff and William. Okay. They define business a certain way. Let us see Ansoff's perspective of Apple's vision and William's perspective of Apple's vision. Apple's consistent focus is on innovation and user experience, aligns with Ansoff's view of strategy as a consistent thread defining the organization future direction. For Mr. Ansoff, what did he define business strategy as? No, some people will define certain things in different ways. So Ansoff defined certain way. How did he define? He defined as what? A consistent thread defining an organization's future direction. A business strategy, according to Ansoff, is nothing but a consistent thread. Means what? Thread means noodle. How does a business think in the long run, where it wants to go? It will tell what is the direction. So what direction is Apple thinking of? Innovation, user experience. Right? According to William, it's a plan. According to William, strategy is a plan to achieve objective. According to William, it's a plan to achieve objective. Apple's comprehensive plan from product launching to market entries ensure the company is consistently meeting its objective and resonating with William's definition. Right? A plan may be, as our friend said, right, maybe to discontinue the old models so that the new model sales are higher. What is the objective? To sell. Apple also, one of the economic objectives will be what? To make maximum sales, to increase the money and give it back to the shareholders, maybe, right? So that is the Williams perspective, a plan. Are you seeing the different perspectives? Right? Ansoff said that it is a more of where the direction of the company is moving towards, whereas William is saying what's the plan for achieving it. Are we clear? These are the two perspectives. Strategies will be of three different levels. One is corporate strategy, one is division strategy, one is functional strategy. What is corporate strategy? Apple's corporate vision is to expand the ecosystem. That is why they have Mac, iPhone, what do you say, Apple Watch, and now they have come with vision. Apple vision. Right? Divisional strategy. For iPhone, what is the strategy? For iMac, what is the strategy? That is a divisional strategy, a product strategy. Division means what? It can be a product, particular for product or particular service. What is the strategy? Corporate means overall company. What is the strategy? Division means for that particular product or service, for that particular division, what is the strategy? And function strategy is nothing but for that particular function. Function can be what? Marketing function, finance function, production function. Right? You know what is it? You would have studied in 12th standard in college by now. Right? What is the functions? So for divisional strategy, for iPhone strategy may revolve around camera. For a Mac, it can be catering to professional users, like more capabilities of power and editing capabilities, movie making capabilities. Functional strategies touch upon the areas like as supply chain efficiency, retail experience, software updates for securities and features. These are all functional strategies. Now, write it as star here. Put the star mark here. Put the star mark there. Business strategies, proactive or reactive? What do you think? What do you mean by proactive or reactive? That is proactive. Okay, good. What is reactive? Okay, good. Okay, now let us see what is proactive and reactive with an example first, then we will understand what is proactive and reactive. Now, proactive plan or a proactive strategy. Now, you know what is multi-touch? Multi-touch technology? Nothing but in your touch phone you can use 2 fingers as well as 3 fingers. The phone senses that. Before iPhone, multi-touch was not there. You couldn't zoom in like that. Easily now you're able to zoom in just 2 fingers. That technology was not there before. Right? Apple thought this technology must be included. Right? Other companies thought it's not required. Apple thought differently. So they took a proactive step. The introduction of multi-touch technology on mobile phones by Apple showcases a proactive move. It set a new standard for mobile device interaction, making the user experience more intuitive and engaging. Right? So it's something which you are doing it proactively, in taking initiative and doing a strategy. That is proactive. What is reactive strategy? Right? You are reacting to a particular action in the market or requirement in the market, or you are reacting to a unprecedented activity happening in the market. 2 things. What did I say? 1, fresh requirement from the market. Second thing is acting to unprecedented reaction in the market. So let us say Apple, introduction of large phones. Why did Apple introduce Plus? Because they understood market wanted a larger phone. They did not want to launch. They didn't want to launch a larger phone. They thought small phone is better. That's why iPhone was small. Right? But they understood other competitors are launching bigger phones. People are liking it. So it is a reaction to the requirement in the market. That is called as a reactive response to the fresh requirement in the market. Or it can also be a reaction to unexpected developments in the market. Like for example, Apple had to reduce the prices. Reason why Jio came in. Was Apple's vision to give affordable data? No, it was Jio's proactive vision. Apple's reactive strategy, but this is. Are you understanding the difference between proactive and reactive? So what is proactive strategy? A planned action improving the company's position or financial performance. Whereas a reactive strategy involves a response to the unexpected developments. Are we clear? So with that, this particular topic is done of strategy. Now let us read through it. Now we understand it's a plan which comprehensive achieve its goal considering unprecedented or unpredictable and often external challenges. Right? What it wants to be, what it wants to do, and where it wants to go. What in our example, what did we see? Apple wants to be innovative, customer centric. Correct? It wants to go in that direction only. That's the role of strategic for a company. Right? It enables the company to use the resources effectively, responds to challenges, opportunities, and fundamentals of the company's survival and success. So, Ansoff suggested the strategy is a consistent thread that defines organization business and what it plans to do in the future. Whereas William, strategy is a comprehensive plan that ensures the organization meets its basic objective. Right? Do large companies have different levels of strategies? Yes. That is corporate, divisional, and functional. Right? Are business strategy proactive or reactive? Actually, they are both. Right? What does proactive means? Involved action to improve the market position, whereas reactive is response to unanticipated development or fresh market requirements. You can write it as fresh market requirements. Right. Make some adjustment in the notes. Fresh market requirements. Yes. Any question in this? Please mark it star also. Right. Proactive and reactive. Institute likes it. Okay. Got it done. Everyone. Rather than seeing the theory, we are going to apply this theory in a case study and much more. That time will be interesting. Otherwise, if I say what is proactive, reactive, it will be yes. No. So proactive is more of a planned action to improve something. You are taking initiative. Whereas because the market requires something, right? Market did not require multi-touch. No one asked in the market, hey, we want multi-touch. But when you introduce, people liked it. Giving what they like without they knowing they like it, that is more of a proactive move. Right? Whereas reactive is market is asking something. Idu kuduklame. Right? And that is more of a reaction to the market. It's a very fine line. Certain things will come as proactive, some things will come as reactive. It depends what is the intention behind it. Was it a reaction or was it a plan? Actually, every strategy can be a proactive or reactive also. It depends upon your good feeling. Did you plan to reduce it? Until if you go and ask them, we also plan to reduce it to affordable price. If we say, then it becomes a proactive. But we all know it is a reaction to you. Right? So it is about the mindset, how you are taking a strategy, which will define it is proactive or reactive. To be honest, yeah. Good. Any other question? So sometimes proactive strategies may be wrong. Yes, it can be wrong. Strategies are not always correct. We never studied strategies are something which is always correct and always help you to achieve the goals. No, strategies are a plan. Plan can fail. Yeah, very good question. Some cases where proactive strategy gone wrong. Okay, we can say, let us say, I can give you an example of, sorry. Okay, Nano, he wants to take Nano. Nano took a strategy to, it's more of a branding per se which they went wrong, right? Okay, let me connect it. So they went with, our friend said Nano, we'll take Nano. Nano was like most, what? They positioned it as the cheapest car, right? So that is the strategy which they made, right? We'll give the cheapest car. The cheapest word backfired. They thought they should have named it as affordable car. Then they would have been better because it was cheap. Cheap car. Yeah. Right? It became went negative. That was a wrong strategy. Are you clear? That is a proactive strategy went wrong. Another thing which you can also say is, Kotak. You know what is a Kotak? Camera, right? They actually found digital camera before others, right? But they took a strategy not implemented in the market. Reason being is they were getting sales from the camera rolls. Their major sales were coming from that camera rolls. They hid the innovation. That was the strategy. Goinda. Okay, so even not doing something is a strategy only. Have you understand? Doing something only, it's not necessarily a strategy. Not doing something also is a strategy. Clear? Huh? Can I move on? Everyone? Done. Strategic management. What is strategic management? This is not there in your notes. I am aware of it. Some changes were happening here, right? Last minute changes. I told you, no, new syllabus. When I am preparing certain things, I might feel like last moment I'll insert certain things. So, what is strategic management? Let's see. Strategic management refers to managerial process of developing a vision, setting objective, creating a strategy, implementing and evaluating the strategy, and initiating a corrective action when deemed appropriate. Right? There are certain activities involved in strategic management, that is developing, analysis, objective, choosing a strategy, and measuring and evaluating a performance. Whatever we studied previously, right? That is what in different words people will keep. There will be no consistent words in your book. Different words will come different point of time. We have to take that short. Done. What is the primary objective of strategic management? What is the primary objective? எதுக்கு பண்றீங்க strategic management, or what is the need of strategic management? The primary objective is first to create a competitive advantage. To create a competitive advantage. The second one is to navigate changes in the environment. To navigate changes in the environment. We'll see an example for this, a case study. So we'll see Nokia's case study for this. Okay. You know what is Nokia now, everyone? Yes, there will be a point of time when I take in the class in 2040 or 2050, they might not know what is Nokia. Right? There will be a time eventually. Yes. Introduction. Nokia was one of the leading mobile phones, providing compelling case study on importance of strategic management and maintaining a competitive edge in the rapidly changing business environment. Founded in 1865 in Finland, Nokia transitioned as a pulp mill to a major player in telecom communication. Right? By early 2000, Nokia was undisputed leader in mobile, known for durable and user-friendly devices. Right? That is achieving competitive advantage in its prime means when Nokia was the guy for phones. Nokia's strategy was centered around innovation, market understanding, and global reach. Nokia introduced features like customizable ringtone. Right? Nokia's ringtone is there, no? It was customizable. People liked it. Right? SMS chat was there, built-in camera, right? Setting industry standards. Right? They were setting, correct now? Go to settings, you can change, right? And snake games. Right? All these things were there in Nokia phones. Market understanding. Yes, they understood various market segments, diverse product range from basic phones to advanced smartphones. They had a strong presence in emerging markets and understanding in local needs. So they were everywhere, right? They were from India to US. They had a global reach. So that gave them a competitive advantage. What is competitive advantage? Is something unique and valuable to the customer, which enables the company to outperform its rival. Right? Something you are unique, and customers value that. If you are unique, customers don't value that. That doesn't mean anything. Are you understanding? You should be unique, and that uniqueness customers value. Are we clear? Then that enables you to perform better than the others. Do you think Nokia outperformed everyone when it was in prime time? Yes. 95% of the market share of a phone belonged to Nokia when it was in strong. Right? Now, moving to the next point. navigating environmental changes. However, as the mobile industry shifted towards smartphone and software, Nokia faced challenges, right? External challenges and internal challenges. External challenges like Apple's iPhone, Android phone based changed the consumer's expectation and shifted from hardware to software and app ecosystem. Before it was more of a hardware. Nokia means what? Hammer. It's the ding. Right? You want a solid device. If it, put it down also, it should not break, you feel. But our preferences changed. External environment preferences changed. The internal challenges. Nokia's strategic decision to partner with Microsoft and adopt Windows OS instead of Android limited the app ecosystem and appealed to customers. Right? So the second objective is to navigate changes in the environment. So company must able to react appropriately to the change, whether they are externally or internally. So a strategic management helps you to do both of these things, to create a competitive advantage and second, to navigate through the changes. But we all know Nokia failed. Maybe because it applies strategic management, but it does not. That is where you will see it in the limitations. Applying strategic management does not always result in success. You should always understand that. Yes, ringtone. Customizable ringtone is coming up. Yeah, done. But do you think strategic management only will see these two primary objectives or any other objectives will be considered? See, it will consider other aspects also beyond financial aspects. For example, Nokia was among the pioneers to promote electronic waste recycling. Right? They were also not concerned about profits or competitive advantage. They were also concerned about, okay, there might be a need for recycling, electronic waste. Now plastic waste is becoming a big nuisance. Electronic waste also will become a big nuisance in the future. They were having an idea of that. So that's why they made the products very friendly. Battery gone, change the battery, go, move on. Are we clear? The inclusion. The company made efforts to provide affordable phones for emerging markets, ensuring a digital inclusion. Right? So they were also having some values in their system. That is, everyone should have a phone. Not only rich should have the phone. Right? If a company thinks, then only strategies can be working. Like for example, more Jio has that, Reliance has that inclusion. India should grow. For that, data should be affordable. It's not only a business model, also what? A social, propel to make India a better country. Some people have that, right? India should be number one. So that is also certain aspect a strategy sees. Now let us see downfalls and lessons learned. Nokia's inability to adapt swiftly to the smartphone evolution, coupled with strategic missteps, leads to decline in mobile sector. By 2014, the division was sold to Microsoft. Right? So the Nokia's journey underscores a critical importance of strategic management in today's dynamic business world. While company can clearly had a clear competitive advantage in early 20s, the failure to anticipate and adapt to the industry shifts to its decline. The case serves as a reminder, even the industrial giants need to have a robust strategic management to navigate the changes and be relevant. Even if you are a king in an industry, you should have proper strategic management. Otherwise, what? Going down. Are we clear? Done. So that is where this question will be answered. Strategic management increasing crucial for survival in today's business. Do you agree? Yes. Right? I want you to read it. Reason being is technology is changing rapidly. Re-regulations are coming. Globalization is happening. This is changing This is making rapid shifts in consumers' taste preferences and the industrial standards, right? And survival of the fittest is coming into as a concept. Whoever is the fit, whoever is able to adapt better will survive. It is not the strongest. It is not the money power. It is not the best of management which survives. It is the person or the company which is adaptable which will survive in the long run, always. Are we clear? And they are given certain examples where all these companies have fallen down because of not taking or mishaps in their strategic management. Does strategic management always focus on solely on competitive advantage and financial performance? The answer is no. We saw it. Strategic management also takes care of other aspects. It can be like for inclusion, promoting diversity, affordability, right? Fostering a great work democracy. All these things are also can be seen in a strategic management. Now, let us move into benefits of strategic management. Okay, what are the benefits of strategic management? Can you put a star into it? Now, these kind of questions and answer, when you see there is a subheading, there are some description, right? Subheading is a very important thing. You need to write the subheading. Okay, and an explanation of that subheading is a must also. Only subheading writing also will not fetch you marks. An explanation of that is also required. Clear? So, if let us not go through this approach, we will go through a case study based approach. Okay, so we are going to see how the power of strategic management or the advantages of strategic management. Starbucks. Have you heard of this company? Starbucks? Everyone? What is the company for those people who do not know us? Starbucks is a coffee shop according to us. Correct? Nah? It's a coffee shop. But they don't call it like that. It's not a coffee shop. You know what is their vision or mission? Anyone knows? With every cup, with every conversation, with every community, we nurture limitless possibility of human connection. Bhaiya, chaya ke yolo definition, right? What is their mission? Connection, connecting people. Nokia hamari connecting people. Because in this Starbucks, if you look into it, the goal, the vision is connecting people. That is where you can go into a Starbucks, right? Order one coffee. They will give the coffee. What's your name? They'll write it, customize it. They'll make you feel unique, right? And you can sit in that coffee shop and what? Work around. Or whatever you want to do, you can be there. You can be there for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. Whatever you want. Correct? So what is the strategy behind it? It's not a coffee shop. They are not positioning as a coffee shop. They have a different strategy to it. That is what we are going to see. Are we clear? Let us look into it. Starbucks is a global coffee chain, right? This example is taken how strategic management can drive a company's success and reliance in a competitive market. Founded in 1971, Seattle, that is US, Starbucks transformed a single store selling high quality roasted beans to a global coffee house with synonymous to coffee culture. They are now coffee means Starbucks, right? It has become like that. Not in India, but at least outside. So, what are the advantages of strategic management? First one, provides direction. Starbucks mission. See, we studied what is strategic management. Creating a vision, mission. We saw that. That's the first step of it. So, once you write vision, mission, doesn't it provide clarity? Do you think? Right? With every cup, with every conversation, with every community. That means what? Starbucks wants to be, they want to give a cup. They want to have people to have conversation. Every community means what? Everywhere they want to be in the world. Are you understanding? Coffee, I want, rather than writing vision as I want to sell coffee everywhere, right? How they are writing it? A cup, every conversation, every community, we nurture limitless possibility of human connection. So this gives them a clarity of thought. So every building of them, if you see, will be based on it, like that only. There'll be a place to sit, right? There'll be a free Wi-Fi. Every Starbucks store you go will be the same, correct? So because strategic management gives a vision to them or a direction, right? As essence of guiding force behind the global expansion. Clear mission helps the Starbucks to maintain its global brand across the diverse market. Promoting proactivity, right? Strategic management helps in promoting proactivity. Starbucks is the one of the most important starting things to introduce seasonal drinks, right? Summer kids, winter coffee, some seasonal drinks, Christmas creamy coffee they'll have it on Christmas Day, right? Only on those days you'll get it. So what you'll feel? It is once in a year only. Let me go and try it. Yes or no? So launching a mobile app for easy payment and integrating AI in its operation, and Starbucks consistently stays ahead of the curve. Now there is also Starbucks coins. In India, maybe you not know about it. You can have Starbucks wallet, right? So in US, they are actually running a bank because of this wallet. So if you store money in a company, that is nothing but what? What is a bank? You store money. Same thing. Coffee, you buy coffee, you store money in a wallet. That is a bank, right? So these things Starbucks is using. Why? Because of strategic management. They are proactively thinking. Are you understanding how to be relevant in the world? It gives a decision-making framework. Starbucks strategic decision while entering Chinese market and acquiring a company are rooted to broader strategies of diversing and offering and reaching a new segments, right? So it gives a decision framework, how to take a decision rather than just taking a random decision, right? Done. Preparing for the future, right? Starbucks is sustainable farming practices. Now the trend is moving. No, we should not waste plastic. You should use recyclable plastic, or what? You should not hurt plants and animals. It should be from ethical sources. So Starbucks is helping that. Defense mechanism. When it was not doing well, they kicked out the new CEO, bought the old CEO back because he was running the business properly. Why they were able to identify this? Because of strategic management. It acts as a defense mechanism. Also, it helps us to prevent major pitfalls. Okay, when you analyze, oh, this mistake, this is going to happen, you will avoid that mistake. Correct? So, isn't strategic management acting as a defense mechanism? Right? Moving on, enhances business longevity. Now, they have something called third place in Starbucks. What is the third place? Now, normally when you think about it, you go home and you go to what? Work or college. Starbucks is positioning as a third place. You go to Starbucks, it's a third place where you can chill, connect with people, right? So by strategic management, you can increase your lifespan of your business. That is what they are trying to say. The last one is developing core competencies. These are, it helps you to be unique, right? It helps you to be competitive in the market. That is why only few coffee shops are very globally known. Correct? Why our tea Karan Nair is not being putting in a shop in US? Because he is not thinking about the future. He is not applying strategic management. He's like, tea kurta, that's enough for me. He's not thinking on that, the expansion part of it, right? So these are the advantages of a business doing strategic management, right? If you go here, same headings only is there, right? They have explained it in theoretical manner. Just read through it. Are we clear? Right? Provides direction, promotes proactivity, serves as a decision making, prepares for future, acts as a self-defense, and enhance longevity and develops core competencies. Are we clear? Done. Any questions in this? Anyone? Any questions? Can I move on? Moving on. Challenges faced in strategic management. Do you think there's no challenge in strategic management? Huh? Huge challenges and limitations in strategic management. First, strategic management does not guarantee success. Right? You do all these activities, right? You strategize, you analyze and other things, right? எல்லாம் பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு மண்டே இருந்த கொண்டைய மறந்துடுவோம். Correct? We can forget some few things and the entire strategy will go for a toss. So, let us see a company which talks about limitations of strategic management. Okay, let us see a company which talks about limitation of strategic management. Now, BlackBerry strategic management challenges. You know what is a BlackBerry, right? It's a phone, business phone it was called as, right? BlackBerry phone means apart taker, right? Very, very good. Right. So, let us see how. Do you think BlackBerry did not have strategic management in place? It had. But what are the challenges because of that? Let us see. First challenge is environmental unpredictability. While BlackBerry focused on niche market of business professionals, the broader consumer market was rapidly evolving. The introduction of Apple's iPhone and Android devices changed the landscape in emphasizing on user-friendly devices and app ecosystem. BlackBerry underestimated the shift in leading to a decline in market. So you cannot predict the environment in a strategic management. So strategic management can help you to analyze, but can it correctly predict? No, that is a limitation, right? It's a limitation. You cannot predict the environment 100% always correct, even though you are applying strategic management. The second time is time consuming, right? The BlackBerry response to change in marketing dynamics was slow. By the time they introduced BlackBerry 10 operating system in 2013, the competitors have already established a strong foothold in the market. The delay in adapt to touch technology, app-centric, will cost them. Can you introduce strategies like that? It is time consuming. I told you, Geo took how many years? 10 years to plan. Right? Strategic management is not immediate. It takes time. It is a costly process. Do you agree? Yes. In this case, the app built, like Windows 10, BlackBerry 10 was made. Right? It was a costly process. Okay, let us make an OS about ourselves. Right? Let's make app. Let us see whether it is running or not. But due to late entry, right, and not lack of differentiation, it did not do well. There was a dabbu gone. Costly process. An uncertain competitive response. Right? The BlackBerry failed to anticipate aggressive strategies of its competitors. Apple focused on creating seamless ecosystem. Android source approach attracted developers, leading to a rich market environment. BlackBerry could not match the app diversity, making the device less appealing to broader consumer base. Uncertainty of competitive response. You might have a plan and go. Do you think Apple did not have a plan? It have had a plan. Something Geo came and disturbed the plan. Right? Strategy, your way of thinking will not be aligned with others. So there will be always uncertain competitive responses. Right? These are the 4 limitations or challenges of strategic management when you are applying strategic management. Okay, you should be aware that environment is uncertain, competitive response is uncertain, it is a time consuming process and it's a costly process. These are the 4 parameters you should be aware of. Are we clear? If we are clear with this particular portion is done, and that's it for this video also, guys, right? Hope you like it. Let's learn bits and pieces shortly. See you. Have a nice day.